What's up guys, welcome to the Swaggy Jake experience. So today I'll be talking about Anthony Davis, on how I think Anthony Davis could end up with the Toronto Raptors. Because remember last year, regarding about the Kawhi Leonard situation? Because the rumor was he was supposed to get traded to the Lakers. Then he was supposed to get traded to the Clippers. And we're even hearing about, Boston Celtics was gonna make a trade for him because all of the assets that the Lakers and Celtics got, and obviously Clippers being in LA. The next thing you know, Toronto Raptors swoop right in and grab Kawhi Leonard out of the Eastern Conference. Because Greg Popovich, the last thing he wants is Kawhi Leonard to stay in the West, for him to compete against Kawhi Leonard. And the last thing he wants is for the Los Angeles Lakers to be good again. This has been a competition for the past 2 decades. Those are the two teams that have the most championship aside from the Golden State Warriors. He traded Kawhi Leonard so far away from the West. Kawhi Leonard ended up being in a different country. If you look at last year, we're not expecting the Raptors to make the trade. But this year, the Raptors have Kawhi Leonard. And I feel like this could be the exact same thing that could happen either this year or could be in the summer. Because Dell Demps listened to Greg Popovich, and Greg Popovich kind of warned him, hey, don't trade him to the Lakers. And we all know that the New Orleans Pelicans is so hesitant to trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers, pairing up with LeBron. So chances of them trading him to the Lakers is not that high. With the Boston Celtics, yeah, sure, because it's in the Eastern Conference. But the team that we're not talking about is the Toronto Raptors. Same thing as last year, we're not talking about them. And we all know Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri is a good executive that makes good trades. And he's the type of executive that actually gets along with other GM. He could already be talking to the New Orleans Pelicans regarding about Anthony Davis. And there are multiple reasons why a lot of teams would be hesitant to sign Anthony Davis, because he could be a 1-year rental. But with the Toronto Raptors, they already risk on Kawhi Leonard. And if you were to add Anthony Davis to that Toronto Raptors team, you pair him up with Kawhi, now you got 2 of the top 5 players in the NBA. 2 of them could be MVP candidate, no problem. 2 of them could be the Defensive of the Year candidate, no problem. They could both win it any given year. So if you were to pair them together, there's a good chance they're instantly a championship contender, and there's a good chance you'll be able to resign both of them. But the question is, what would you need to give up? Because the formula in order for you to get a superstar type caliber player similar to last year's, you need somewhat of an all-star, basically the centerpiece, and you need promising, talented young guys. And you need draft picks, and those are what the Raptors got to offer to the New Orleans Pelicans, and they got it certainly, because they could easily put Kyle Lowry as the main piece for this trade, right? Kyle Lowry will be the all-star, and then you need 2 young, good players. And who do you got? You can put Pascal Siakam, who's really good this year. He's scoring the ball, rebounding, slashing. He could shoot a little bit of tree, defend for sure. And you got OG Anunoby. So OG Anunoby, if Kawhi didn't show up to the Raptors, he could easily be the starting small forward. This guy got defensive potential, and he could harness his offense. So you got 2 young, promising guys, and you got Kyle Lowry, who's an all-star, and they could also offer their first-round pick for this year, and they could also, they can't trade every year, obviously, but every other year they could offer, minimum 2 first-round picks, possibly 3. So I would say Kyle Lowry would be the all-star, and then the young guys, you have OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, and you throw in 2 or 3 first-round picks, future first-round picks to the New Orleans Pelicans, and I think that will be enticing enough for them to actually really consider. And as we all know, for some reason, you don't really want to trade with Danny Ainge, because Danny Ainge is a good trade maker, but when you trade with Danny Ainge, normally you lose that trade. At least with Masai Ujiri, even though Masai Ujiri wins the trade, you don't lose as much. They will feel more comfortable trading with Masai Ujiri. So anyway, if you were to get both of them, like I said, that's instant championship right there. Toronto will be celebrating championship year after year for probably the next 5 years. Because you got 2 of the top 5 players. Because you got, number 1 would be LeBron. Number 2 would be KD, Kevin Durant. Number 3 and number 4, you could either have Kawhi or Anthony Davis, 3 or 4. So literally you have the 2 of the top 4. And then we know the Raptors is a good organization, so they have a good coach. They have a good system. So they had a couple pieces. They still got Fred VanVleet. They still got DeLon Wright, as the backup point guard. They would still have Danny Green, and then Kawhi. Then you add Anthony Davis, and then you still got Serge Ibaka as your center. Man, that's championship level. And if that was to happen, man, as a guy from Toronto and a Toronto Raptor fan, that will really put a big smile on my face, and really hope that happens, because that's a trade that we didn't see last year with Kawhi, and I hope it's a trade that, even though I'm not expecting it, even though I'm kind of calling it out a little bit, I hope, it kind of caught me off guard, and next thing you know, we hear news that, hey, Anthony Davis to the Raptors. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening. I hope you all enjoy, and have a good day. Peace.